Welcome back, citizens, and welcome to Ariel. When I first started Star Citizen, Fist25 bought me a Drake Caterpillar and introduced me to training. I learned a lot from this, including navigating, landing, and budgeting. Yes, I lost a couple of very expensive loads along the way. Trading has changed since then, but I heard it may be coming back to being lucrative again. I have grown much since my humble beginnings and have since upgraded my ship to the Drake Caterpillar Pirate, because when you're trading, you never know who or what you'll run into, and you might as well be prepared. For old time's sake, and for the nostalgia of my humble beginnings, I'm going to pick up a load of ore here and take it to Lorville, to the Transfers Exchange. In today's episode, we will tour the planet of Hurston and its locations of interest, talk about their history and lore, and the family that purchased it, and the different ecozones present here due to their occupation. And that episode starts right now. Stanton 1, or Hurston, is a terrestrial super-Earth with an orbit closest to the Sun in the Stanton system. Hurston is owned and the home to its namesake, Hurston Dynamics, a human family-owned company that manufactures weapons for ships and vehicles. Stanton 1 and its moons were assessed in 2904 by CEO Magda Hurston. The company purchased the planet and moons and moved their corporate headquarters to the city of Lorville on the planet's surface. The planet serves as a testbed for the Weapons Development Department, as the several craters are evidence of, and the planet's ecosphere has been largely destroyed in just 50 years. Almost all indigenous life has been killed by the mining and manufacturing processes performed here. Let's head on down and take a closer look. Hurston's diameter is similar to Earth. The star map classifies Hurston as a super-Earth. Therefore, it must have a mass much greater than that of Earth. It is very likely that the planet's mantle or core contains a higher amount of metals or other heavier elements. The planet has a rocky surface with land masses and oceans. Hurston's atmospheric composition is practically identical to Earth's. It is composed primarily of nitrogen and oxygen and contains trace amounts of argon and carbon dioxide. Even though it is a breathable atmosphere for human beings, unregulated industrial activity has left many toxic compounds behind, causing permanently hazy daytime conditions and a dense presence of visible particulates in the air. For more information, please consult Lorville's Public Air Quality Index Services for an update on the current atmospheric quality. Geisen Ready-Up softshell helmets can be purchased at Tammany & Sons, located near Ledston Square in the Workers' District, should you wish to protect yourself from the pollution. The company builds several lines of reliable weapons, so pilots looking for specialized guns might do well to visit here. The planet also produces a variety of munitions which are sold to other companies, and transport assistance is always well compensated. Workers are imported for year-long factory or mining contracts. Few choose to re-up. Hurston Dynamics is always in need of cheap labor and is a good source for traders looking to move antimatter precursors. The company strictly regulates what consumer products can be brought in. Haulers caught with unauthorized items risk losing them at customs or even jail. Like all corporation-owned planets in the Hurston system, Hurston has its own jurisdiction and security in the form of Hurston Security. Lorville is one of the many company towns Hurston Dynamics has established for its employees on the company-owned planet of Hurston. Lorville is the only important landing zone on the planet. While the city overlooks some of the larger strip mining operations that are currently underway, it exists in the shadow of the Central Tower, the corporate headquarters for Hurston Dynamics. Lorville is surrounded by a wall that dwarfs even decently sized ships. Teasa Spaceport is the main spaceport serving Lorville. It is located in the center of the city with floating TISA Spaceport holo signs are arranged around its perimeter for navigational guidance. Finding the spaceport at night is actually easier due to this. The spaceport features a total of 12 hangars of various sizes. Amenities feature the New Deal ship showroom, Archimedes flight. Both domestic and interplanetary commercial flights will be available from TISA via separate gates. Vantage rentals, and the obligatory Lost and Found. The waiting area features ESA terminals and lounges, including the Chairman's Club Lounge. The Desmond Memorial Convention Center is also located here and hosted the IAE West in 2948. Two of Lorville's rapid transit lines serve the spaceport. The spaceport line offers direct connection to Metro Center in the Workers' District, while the commercial line connects to the Central Business District. The Hurston Rapid Transit System is a train service that works its way around the vast metropolis and is comprised of 3 loops: the Central, Commerce, and Spaceport lines. The Central, Commerce, and Spaceport lines together connect most of Lorville's attractions, including TISA Spaceport with its landing services and ship offerings, Hurston Dynamics towering commercial headquarters in the Central Business District, and a large section of smaller stores and services nearby Metro Center and Leavesden Square. There are also 2 perimeter lines, Perimeter Line West and Perimeter Line East. Each travel between Metro Center and 3 of the city's 6 perimeter gates. The Central Business District, also known as CBD, Central Tower, or Central Headquarters and Shared Services Center, is a massive 2.5-kilometer tall building looming over Lorville and the headquarters of Hurston Dynamics. It also has the distinction of being the tallest building on Hurston and can be seen from orbit. Construction of the tower began in 2912 and it was completed in 2914. It is home to Central Station, the Archibald Hurston Memorial Hall, Hurston Dynamics Showcase, and the Transfer Commodity Exchange. Archibald Hurston Memorial Hall is a grand hall leading to Hurston Dynamics Showcase and the Transfer Commodity Exchange. This hall features a giant golden statue of Archibald at the center. At the base of the statue is a quote that reads, "The foundations I lay are so we may all stand higher." Archibald Hurston, 2618 to 2689. Behind the statue is a timeline of Hurston Dynamics milestone achievements. Throughout the building, there are inscriptions on the walls noting Hurston Dynamics business philosophies. They read, Growth. From its inception, Hurston Dynamics has eagerly adapted and changed to overcoming all challenges, rising to meet the demands of the modern world while never forgetting the proud heritage and family tradition that were instrumental to their unprecedented success. Family. Tracing their lineage back over 15 generations, Hurston Dynamics is one of the longest continuously operating family businesses in the empire today. Commitment. For well over 5 centuries, the Hurston family has continuously committed themselves to humanity's protection by providing the best available defensive capabilities to the UEE military and dedicated patriots everywhere. Legacy. Everyone here at Hurston Dynamics, from CEO Gavin E. Hurston down to our entry-level worker, are working tirelessly to preserve the Hurston family's legacy by producing the finest armaments of tomorrow, today. Dedication. This curated selection of Hurston Dynamics masterfully forged weapons and armaments is the culmination of over 500 years of craftsman experience and never-ending dedication to the study and the art of war. Innovation. Never one to rest on their laurels, Hurston Dynamics has continued to push weapon design forward to develop cutting-edge innovations like their proprietary cascade of laser technology. The Hurston Dynamics Showcase, or HD Showcase, is the flagship store of Hurston Dynamics. The renowned Attrition and Dominator laser weapons are available for purchase here. Transfers Commodity Exchange consists of terminals where you can buy and sell legal trade goods, the main commercial trading floor, and the location of Constantine Hurston's office. The Workers' District has Leavesden Square at its hub, with residential building L19 residences, L19 nearby containing 60 HABs and an administrator. Metro Center Station is in walking distance of L19. The FO19 production quad is located in the Worker District. Other points of interest are McIntyre and Victor's Bar, Armor and Clothing Shop Tammany & Sons, Reclamation and Disposal, Maria Pure of Heart Hospital, the Administration Office, Security Building, and Leavesden Station. The strip mine is connected to the Workers' District by the Worker Trail line that runs past McIntyre and Victor's Bar. Significant people you may encounter are Clovis Darnley, who operates Reclamation and Disposal in the Workers' District. Miles Eckert of Eckert Security can be found in McIntyre and Victor's Bar. And the aforementioned Constantine Hurston,
this isn't a great time,
who is a junior outsourcing agent for Hurston Dynamics. There are many locations on Hurston. They include mining outposts, prefixed HDMS, underground facilities, prefixed HDSF, which are private property and well guarded, security post Hurston, HD RSO Bremen, which is government property and also well protected, a salvage yard, Reclamation and Disposal Ornth, and a cave, HDMO Calthrop. Instead of visiting each one, we will visit the 6 different biomes that are Hurston and chat about each one. They include strip mining, wasteland and desert, trash mesas, the savanna, the acidic biome, and the polluted coast. Strip mining is the practice of mining a seam of material by first removing a long strip over overlying soil and rock. This activity is also referred to as overburdened removal. Strip mining destroys landscapes, forests, and wildlife habitats at the site of the mine when trees and plants and topsoil are cleared from the mining area. This in turn leads to soil erosion and destruction of agricultural land. A wealth of ore and other resources are mined on Hurston to manufacture the company's line of munitions and weapons. The majority of Hurston's surface is wasteland, the result of a planet abused by industry. This is an area of land where plant growth may be sparse, stunted, and or contain limited biodiversity caused by conditions such as high winds and toxic or infertile soil. This was once rich savanna land, but most of the native ecosystem has died off, leaving just a few bleak remnants of cacti and the hardiest of grasses, peppered with rocks and industrial debris. A mesa is an isolated, flat-topped elevation, ridge, or hill which is bounded from all sides by steep escarpments and stands distinctly above a surrounding plain. Instead of consisting of flat-lying soft sedimentary rock, capped by a more resistant layer or layers of harder rock, this biome consists of refuge and debris varying from the size of ship fuselages to bolts. Small settlements have sprung up in the Trash Mesa biome. Caution: this biome is very difficult to navigate in a ground vehicle. A savanna biome is characterized by trees being sufficiently widely spaced so that the canopy does not close. The open canopy allows for sufficient light to reach the ground to support an unbroken herbaceous layer consisting primarily of grasses. This biome represents the part of the world where life has clung on despite the industry and pollution. Before Hurston Dynamics set up operations on the planet, This was the predominant biome. An acidic biome refers to an immediate area with a pH reading that is below 7.0. The lower the pH, the more acidic a solution is, which also means a higher hydrogen ion concentration and corrosion rate. Hurston shares this biome with its moon, Ariel. It occupies around 5% of the planet. Just look for large yellow areas from below OM3. This biome has emerged as the result of industry on a planet rich in somewhat volatile materials. The artists describe it as the planet fighting back. The elusive product can be found here. Pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the environment that cause harm or discomfort to humans or other living organisms, or that damage the environment, which can come in the form of chemical substances, energy such as noise, heat, or light, trash, or runoff produced by factories. Cited frequently as one of the worst polluting companies in the UEE, Hurston Dynamics began moving its operations to locations with fewer regulations, where it could legally use lower cost but environmentally unfriendly production methods. Decades of citations show that the company is even willing to skirt the law if it believes the fines will cost it less over time than upgrading its production to less polluting methods. Well, that's Hurston. Thank you for watching. In our next episode, we will explore the moons and satellites of Hurston. Please make sure to like and subscribe below. See you in the verse, and happy mining!